Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Going to read through the full article here. It is pretty short. There's a link in the description. It's in regards to these two scumbags that you see in front of you, a mother and the boyfriend, both charged in the suspicious deaths of two children, a 3-month-old boy and his 1-year-old sister. This happened in North Carolina. So we're going to look through the details. A North Carolina mother and her boyfriend have been charged with manslaughter and child abuse in the deaths of the mother's infant son and toddler daughter. Rocky Mount police were treating the deaths of the 3-month-old boy and his 1-year-old sister as suspicious after they were called to assist emergency medical services on Saturday morning. The children were taken to UNC Nash Healthcare, where they were both pronounced dead. The children were found unresponsive in a parked car, and later Saturday night, the deaths were classified as homicides, murders. The two scumbags, Zaria Noel, the mother, and Armen Butler, both 21, faced 2 counts each of involuntary manslaughter and child abuse. Adding further charges could be added when the medical examiner's office releases its autopsy reports. Currently, they have been released. Can you fucking believe that? Both of these scumbags have been released on $100,000 unsecured bonds. They're due in court on Monday morning. The names of the children have not been released. So we don't know the full details in regards to the death of these two innocent children, a 3-month-old boy and a 1-year-old girl. There's the mother, there's the fucking boyfriend. I'm getting angry because it's often the case. A lot of these cases, it's a fucking boyfriend. We don't know if that, in this case, presumably they're both culpable. They both have been charged with involuntary manslaughter and child abuse, 2 counts, given that there are 2 victims, a 3-month-old boy and a 1-year-old girl. They're both culpable, but I don't know, I'm just getting angry, seemingly like when there's a boyfriend involved, the children are at risk, and seemingly, perhaps, particularly the very young children, or perhaps the very young children are just more vulnerable and more susceptible to severe injury or death. But, we know about Logan Mwangi, a 5-year-old boy, Cardiff, or Bridgend, close to Cardiff, murdered. I'm going to say thankfully, please accept my words as they're intended, but thankfully his stepfather and mother and the foster child that lived in the home, they've each been found guilty. I believe the charge is murder. So thankfully they've been found guilty. Again, I believe the charge is murder. Perhaps the charge was something different, I forget. Logan Mwangi, I'm going to make a video in regards to that case in just an hour or two. I've been a little bit slow in providing updates in regards to that. It's where there are boyfriends, seemingly is where risks skyrocket. And in this case, it's led to the loss of life of a 3-month-old boy and a 1-year-old girl. Again, the article's not in a position to give us much information other than they were both found unresponsive in a parked car, and that their deaths have been classified as homicides, as murder. We don't know how they died, but an autopsy will be releasing its report at some point, presumably over the next few days. I believe the autopsy reports are generally released pretty quickly. So perhaps I'll make an updated video in regards to this. I'm sickened that both of these scumbags have been released on unsecured bonds. Presumably, these guys are guilty. Of course, we are wrong. I am wrong to presume guilt prior to a trial. Sure, I accept that. I don't mean this in a literal sense, but seemingly, if their deaths have been classified as homicides. The deaths of these two children, a 3-month-old boy, a 1-year-old girl, their deaths would have only been classified as homicides if the investigators, the police, the investigators, the CSI, those kinds of guys, if they knew, if they were very, very confident that these guys were murdered. And if they were murdered and they were found in a parked car, I mean, they would know if the car belongs to the mother and or the scumbag boyfriend, the evil mother and the evil scumbag boyfriend, they're going to be able to, have a very strong idea if these guys are guilty or not. And why the fuck would they allow them to be released? And even more so on an unsecured bond. I mean, what the fuck are they thinking? That's disgusting, Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Get your bond system sorted. You don't release child murderers, potential child murderers. You don't release suspected child murderers. You just don't do that. I'm going to wrap things up here. If you do like this type of content, if you see value in covering this kind of topic, please do stick around, like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Of course, full condolences to the victims. I'd like to say to the victim's family, but seemingly that's not the case in this situation. So certainly condolences to the victim's extended family. But I can't offer condolences to these scumbag so-called parents. I'm going to wrap things up here. Yes, do stick around, like, comment, subscribe. Take care out there, guys. If you do have children, love them as much as I'm sure you do. Take care of them as much as you do. And if you're a single parent, I mean, I'll say if you're a single mom, if you're a single mother, vet your partner extremely carefully. Vet your partner extremely carefully. We're seeing way too many situations like this where babies, toddlers are being killed, and seemingly often it's with both the mother and the partner being culpable, being guilty, but seemingly the boyfriend is being the primary aggressor. We don't know the details in this case yet. If they come to light, I will try my best to do an update video, but I'll wrap things up here at this stage. So take care of your loved ones. If you're a single mother, fucking look after your children properly.